Global citizens believe that they can make a positive difference in the world and they are willing to help others. Did you know that? Let's go over it further. A pleasant day to each and every one of us. We are the Group 2 and we will discuss about global citizenship.
So for the definition of terms, nationality refers to the legal relationship between an individual and a state, whereas citizenship refers to the possession or status of being a citizen of a particular country. It is granted to an individual by the government of the country when he or she complies with the legal formalities. So basically, it is just like a judicial concept.
Citizenship refers to the position or status of being a citizen of a particular country. It is granted by the government when a person follows the legal requirements. It's an official recognition that shows you belong to a specific nation and comes with certain rights and responsibilities.
Global citizenship by definition. According to Oxfam, no date, global citizenship in a nutshell refers to the social, political, environmental, and economic acts made by individuals and communities who recognize that everyone is a citizen of the world. It harnesses awareness, comprehension, and most importantly, the involvement of individuals from different cultural backgrounds. So basically, tinutukoy nito kung paano natin magagamit at ma-utilize yung resources ng mundo habang may consideration sa humanity na bawat isa. Furthermore, it encourages people to think deeply and critically about what is equitable and just, as well as what will do the least amount of harm to our world. So this statement is by ideas, no date. Simply means that the more na-expose ang tao sa global issues, mas tinutulungan nito i-secure at i-reinforce yung mga opinions nila pagdating sa welfare ng bansa. Why? Because concerns are being raised and talked about, and it makes them more skillful when it comes to the assessment of the consequences of their decisions in life. Now, we can see the importance of global citizenship through, number one, interconnectedness. The globalized age of today, concerns like climate change, poverty, human rights, and global health necessitate cross-border collaboration. Global citizenship understands the interdependence of these concerns and the significance of collective action to properly address them, hence interconnectedness. Second one is cultural understanding. Cultural understanding and appreciation for diversity is encouraged by this global concept. It helps people to learn about diverse cultures, customs, and point of view, which promotes tolerance and empathy in a multicultural environment. Third one, we have the social responsibility. Global citizenship highlights the significance of social responsibility on a global scale. It encourages people to consider the social, political, economic, and environmental consequences of their activities to make responsible decisions that benefit not only their local communities but also the global communities. Lastly, we have sustainable development. Global citizenship emphasizes the importance of sustainable development strategies in ensuring a better tomorrow for everyone. It supports responsible consumption and production and advocates for fair distribution of resources to achieve a long-term sustainability.
Examples of global citizenship. The examples listed here highlights various aspects of global citizenship. First, exploring local and global connections in our views, values, and assumptions. This involves learning about other cultures and societies, and recognizing the similarities and differences between them. Next, exploring issues of social justice locally and globally. It involves recognizing and addressing inequalities and injustices that exist both in one's local community and in the wider world. Through learning about social justice issues, individuals can develop empathy and understanding for others, and work towards creating a more just and equitable society. Next, exploring the complexity of global issues and engaging in multiple perspectives. Global issues are often complex and multifaceted. It is important to engage with multiple perspectives in order to gain deeper understanding of them. Next, applying learning to real-world issues and contexts. It involves using knowledge and these skills to make a positive impact on the world. By applying their learning to real-world issues, individuals can become active and engaged global citizens, contributing to positive change in their communities and beyond. Finally, opportunities to make informed, reflective action and be heard. This involves empowering individuals to use their voices to advocate for causes they believe in, and to take action to create positive change. What is a global citizen? Global citizen refers to individuals who are aware of the world and their role in it, actively participating in their communities and strive for a more peaceful and sustainable and fair planet. To thrive in the global economy, global citizens need to develop essential 21st century skills. These skills include problem solving, critical analysis, and effective communication. While the perception of global citizenship may differ across cultures, certain fundamental principles, such as respect, acceptance, and awareness of one's responsibilities, are universally important. Educational institutions play a crucial role in imparting values and fostering a sense of care and concern for others on a global scale.
According to Israel, there are 10 steps in becoming a global citizen. Step number 1, recognition of our global part. So we are all part of the world we live in, whether we like it or not. Activities are so intertwined that even if some are not ours, they may still have an impact on us because of our exposure to the internet and other modern technologies. Our behaviors, such as item selection, are influenced. We desire food, clothing, travel, and our participation in progressive advocacy, art selection forms, and the music craze. So step number 2, expanding our definition of community. In today's interconnected world, individuals are no longer solely confined to their local communities, but also active participants in the global community. As a result, they must assume additional roles and responsibilities that extend beyond their immediate surroundings. Step number 3, discovering world community values. For communities to thrive, including global community we are part of, the presence of certain values is crucial. These values encompass a wide range of aspects such as eradicating poverty, fostering sustainable economic progress, safeguarding the environment, preserving cultural heritage, upholding human rights, providing humanitarian assistance, and embracing noble principles and actions. Step number 4, awareness of global programs, policies, and interests. It is essential to be well informed about the initiatives and strategies developed by governing bodies to comprehend, engage, and if necessary, challenge their approach to managing and governing the evolving global framework. People should possess knowledge regarding international agreements that are being ratified and implemented. Step number 5, closer ties with global organizations. It is necessary to become familiar with many international organizations because they aid in global development, contribute to the resolution of global issues, aid those in need, and establish laws and regulations. Step number 6, join movements with global change. People need to join and get active in the global change movement that support real reforms for the upholding of fundamental rights. Global citizenship is demonstrated by deeds like attending protests, making donations, and signing petitions to share different perspectives on matters like terrorism, nuclear weapons, climate change, and other fundamental concerns relating to mankind. There is a need for unity. The concept of solidarity is very much conceivable here. Step number 7, promote the country's foreign policy and global values. Global citizens have a responsibility to engage their nation in addressing continuous international issues and work to influence government policy in this direction. We have a responsibility to communicate with our state authorities about the worries as citizens of the world. They must be able to see our dedication and aspiration for a better country as a people. The same goes for leaders that push for good change and uphold universal principles. Next, our step number 8, become members of organizations working for a better world. People must take part in and be members of international organizations that promote beneficial global change. Community organizations, social networks, multinational non-governmental organizations, transnational corporations, and other organizations with a civic orientation are a few of these organizations. Step number 9, adopt a sustainable lifestyle in line with global progress. In today's world, our cultural practices and behaviors significantly influence the environment. Environmental programs have educated and raised awareness about how our lifestyle choices can affect the degradation of the planet. Indeed, the way we dress, consume food, handle waste disposal, choose transportation method, and regulate room temperature have profound effects on our current and future quality of life. Moving on to our last step, step number 10, give our support to global culture, art, and music. As a global citizens, it is important to acknowledge and embrace the diverse aspects of our individual identities as unique and rational human beings. We possess a multitude of capabilities and talents that can be showcased in various artistic, musical, and cultural arenas worldwide. And embracing global citizenship is also a way to honor and celebrate our collective responsibility to safeguard the environment. We should strive to learn from and be inspired by the myriad ways in which different cultures beautifully express the essence of the soul.
Responsibilities of a global citizen. First, understand one's own perspective and the perspective of others on global issues. This responsibility is a fundamental aspect of being a global citizen. A global citizen should avoid taking sides with one particular point of view, and instead, search for ways to bring all sides together. It requires self-reflection, empathy, and open-mindedness. Kapag alam or inaalam natin yung iba't ibang point of view ng mga tao tungkol sa isang certain issue, at kung inuunawa natin ito yung start para makagawa tayo ng matalino at epektibong solusyon tungkol sa isang bagay. Second, respect the principle of cultural diversity. It involves recognizing and valuing the richness and uniqueness of various cultures around the world. It is important to maintain respect for the world's different cultural traditions because we all know that we all come from different cultures and background. Third, build global relationships. Most countries, cities, and towns are now populated with immigrants and people from different ethnic traditions. If we build global connections, we are helping to have a cooperative and harmonious world. Fourth, understand the ways in which the people and countries of the world are interconnected and interdependent. It involves recognizing how decisions and actions in one place can affect others globally. Lives are interconnected with people and countries in different parts of the world. The global environment affects them where they live, and how the environmental lifestyle they choose affect the environment in other parts of the world. We must realize that human rights violations in foreign countries affect their own human rights, how growing income inequalities across the world affect the quality of their lives, and how the global tide of immigration affects what goes on in their countries. Fifth, understand global issues. Global citizens have responsibility to comprehend the major challenges impacting our interconnected world. This includes climate change, poverty, inequality, and conflict. By acquiring knowledge about these issues, they can engage in informed conversations, make deliberate decisions, and take effective action to tackle them. 6. Advocate for greater international cooperation with other nations. It entails promoting collaboration and understanding among nations, also fostering peace and stability. By supporting global institutions and initiatives, global citizens contribute to a more interconnected world that addresses global challenges collectively. This responsibility calls for active engagement in promoting dialogue, cooperation, and inclusive decision-making processes that will benefit all nations. Seventh, advocate the implementation of international agreements, conventions, and treaties related to global issues. Global citizens contribute to addressing global challenges, promoting cooperation among nations, and advancing progress towards sustainable development goals. Through their advocacy efforts, global citizens actively work towards a more equitable and inclusive world governed by shared principles and commitments. So 8. Advocating for more effective global equity and justice in each of the value domains of the world community. Global citizens should actively promote fairness, equality, and respect for human rights across all aspects of society. This responsibility encompasses advocating for inclusive policies, challenging systematic injustices, and working towards creating a more equitable world. By fulfilling this role, global citizens contribute to social progress, foster sustainable development, and empower marginalized communities.
Benefits of being a global citizen. Build their own understanding of world events. By being a global citizen, you can understand the world events that is happening. Think about the values and what's important to them. You can reflect on what are the values that you follow and start to see what's important to you. Challenge ignorance and intolerance. Global citizens have critical thinking and will challenge their own and others' ignorance and intolerance. They will understand not only their own but other cultures and traditions as well. Develop an argument and voice their opinions. Being a global citizen, you will think of things happening around you. You will naturally develop and form your own opinions, not just parroting others but your own beliefs. See that they have the power to act and influence the world around them. You are not a spectator. You have the power to influence the world around you. You can start with taking positive actions and spread their positivity for others to follow suit. Additionally, teaching global citizenship informs and encourages parents and teachers alike. Furthermore, it demonstrates to young people that they have a voice. Although the world may be changing around them, they may still have a good impact and contribute to the creation of the world that is more fairer, secure, and safe for all.
Challenges of a global citizen. Social challenges. First, cultural differences. Cultural differences can be a barrier to understanding and connecting with people from other countries, since nanggaling tayong lahat sa different backgrounds and we have different perspectives sa mga bagay-bagay. Because of that, global citizens need to learn to appreciate and respect cultural differences to foster understanding and build bridges between different communities. Second, language barriers. As we all know, communication is an essential aspect of building relationships. Since iba-iba tayo ng language barriers can pose a significant challenge to effective communication. Global citizens must be willing to learn and understand to connect with people from different parts of the world. Third, discrimination and prejudice. Discrimination and prejudice can be a significant barrier to achieving global citizenship. This includes racism, sexism, homophobia, and other forms of discrimination that limit the ability of individuals to participate fully in society. Political challenges. First, corruption and unethical practices. Corruption and unethical practices can undermine efforts to promote global citizenship. As mentioned earlier, ang goal ng global citizenship ay maging unified lahat ng bansa. Kung ang leader ay corrupt and unethical, ano na lang yung mangyayari sa mga pinamumunuan niya? Corruption can divert resources away from global citizenship initiatives, and unethical practices can erode trust in government and organizations, making it more difficult to achieve global citizenship goals. Second, lack of accountability. Having accountability means being responsible for your own words and actions. Without accountability, it can be a challenge to hold government and international organizations accountable for their action. Kung hindi responsable at hindi firm sa words ng isang leader, this can make it difficult to address issues such as human rights violation and environmental degradation. Third, nationalism. Nationalism can be a barrier to global citizenship as it promotes the interests of a particular nation over the common good of humanity. This can lead to isolationism, protectionism, and a lack of cooperation on global issues. Economic challenges. First, trade and investment. They bring economic opportunities, but also raise concerns about fairness, sustainability, and ethical practices. Global citizens must actively engage, consume responsibly, and advocate for policies that balance economic prosperity with social and environmental considerations. Second, sustainable development. Sustainable development is a challenge for global citizens. It means finding a balance between meeting current needs while preserving resources for future generations. Global citizens contribute by promoting sustainable practices, advocating for environmental protection, and making choices that support a better and fairer future. Third, poverty alleviation. Poverty alleviation means reducing and ending poverty. It is a challenge for global citizens because poverty affects many people and denies them basic needs. Environmental challenges. First, climate change mitigation. Climate change mitigation is a challenge for global citizens because it requires significant and coordinated efforts to reduce greenhouse gas emissions and combat the impacts of climate change. It involves overcoming barriers, implementing sustainable solutions, and promoting widespread behavior change. Given the urgency and complexity of the issue, addressing climate change remains an ongoing challenge that requires global collaboration and commitment. Second, conservation and biodiversity. Conservation and biodiversity preservation present a challenge for global citizens due to human activities, the interconnectedness of ecosystems, and the need for widespread support and awareness. Addressing this challenge is crucial for protecting the planet's natural heritage and ensuring a sustainable future. Third, environmental education and awareness. Environmental education and awareness pose a challenge for global citizens due to limited access, the need for effective communication, and overcoming societal attitude. However, prioritizing these efforts is crucial for empowering individuals to make informed decisions and take collective action towards environmental sustainability.
How does global citizenship help young people? According to Oxfam 2019, global citizenship helps young people to number 1. Build their own understanding of world events. Global citizenship encourages young people to stay informed about international affairs, enabling them to develop a broader perspective on global issues and events. Number 2. Think about their values and what's important to them. Engaging in global citizenship prompts reflection on personal values and beliefs, fostering critical thinking on social, cultural, and environmental matters. It enables individuals to identify their priorities and contribute to a fairer and more sustainable world. Number 3. Take learning into the real world. Global citizenship goes beyond the classroom learning and encourages young people to apply their knowledge and skills in practical contexts. It motivates them to engage in real-world experiences, such as volunteering, and empowers them to take action. Number 4. Challenge ignorance and intolerance. By cultivating an awareness of diverse cultures, perspectives, and experiences, it equips young people with the tools to challenge ignorance and combat stereotypes, prejudices, and intolerance. By fostering empathy and understanding, it promotes a more inclusive and harmonious society. Number 5. Get involved in their local, national, and global communities. Global citizenship motivates young people to actively participate in their communities, contributing to positive change locally and addressing social and environmental issues as responsible global citizens. Number 6. Develop an argument and voice their opinions. It nurtures young people's ability to effectively express their thoughts, develop critical thinking and communication skills, and confidently share their opinion on local and global matters. Number 7. Show them that they have the power to act and influence the world around them. Global citizenship empowers young individuals by helping them realize that they possess the agency and capability to make a positive impact on their local and global communities. Number 8. Inspiring and informing teachers and parents. By embracing global citizenship principles and values, they gain a deeper understanding of the importance of fostering global awareness and responsibility in young people. This knowledge allows them to effectively guide and support young individuals in their journey towards becoming responsible global citizens. And lastly, demonstrating to young people that they have a voice. By acknowledging their voice and valuing their contributions, global citizenship helps young individuals develop confidence and a sense of purpose, enabling them to advocate for positive change and address societal challenges.
To begin, SDG 4 or Sustainable Development Goal 4 is one of the 17 Sustainable Development Goals established by the United Nations. It aims to ensure inclusive and equitable quality education and promote lifelong learning opportunities for all. Some of its objectives are access to quality education. This is to ensure equal access to all levels of education, including access to quality early childhood development, care, and pre-primary education. Next is to eliminate the disparities in access to education. This means ensuring that everyone, regardless of their background or circumstances, has equal opportunities and resources to receive education. And lastly, improve the quality of education worldwide. This includes building and upgrading education facilities that are inclusive, safe, and conducive to learning. So how is SDG 4 or quality education related to global citizenship? So basically, SDG 4 and global citizenship are interconnected as they both strive to promote accessible education, lifelong learning, intercultural understanding, and active participation in addressing global challenges. So by achieving SDG 4, societies can contribute to nurturing informed and engaged global citizens who are equipped to tackle complex global issues and work towards a more sustainable and inclusive world. So to end, global citizenship refers to recognizing our interconnectedness with the world and taking responsibility for creating positive change. And as a global citizen, we should do our part to educate ourselves about global challenges, embracing diversity, and taking action into making a difference. Once again, we are the Group 2, empowering everyone to be informed, engaged, and responsible participants in shaping our world. That would be all, and thank you for listening.